Hello, I am Krishna Raghavendran, and in this tutorial of MIT App Inventor, we are going to see how to create an AI reading practice app using MIT App Inventor. So this app is mainly for children who are just learning to read so that they can practice their reading. Now let me show you how this app works. So first the children needs to see whatever word is present here and then he needs to read it. So he just needs to click on voice reading and tell the word. So let me show you. Horse.
Correct.
You can see that whenever I read properly, it is saying correct. So now let me go to the next word. Next word is dog. So let me just click on voice reading and tell the dog. Dog.
Correct.
You can see that it is again saying correct. Let me go to the next question. The next word and cat. So now this time I'm going to read it wrongly and let me show you how it tells. Caught.
Wrong. It is cat. You can try reading again.
You can see that it says wrong and it tells me to try reading again. So now let me read again. Cat.
Correct.
And now you can see that it says correct. Now let me go to the next word. So let me read the table word. Table.
Correct.
You can see that it is saying correct. So this will be very useful for children who are just starting to learn reading. If you are new to my channel is all about creating your own mobile apps free and easily using a tool called MIT App Inventor, which is block based coding and easy. So if you want to create fantastic mobile apps, start now by clicking the red subscribe button and the bell icon. So first we are going to put the title for this reading practice app. So let's just bring in a label and we are going to put this to be at middle of screen 1. So change align horizontal to be center. Next we are going to change the text of this label to be reading practice app. Now let's make the font of this to be bold and we are going to increase the font size to be 15 as this is the title. Next let's go to layout and from here we are going to bring in an vertical arrangement. Here we are going to put the align horizontal and align vertical to be center. Both should be center like you can see here. And let's put both of the height and width of this to be fill parent so that it occupies the whole screen. So the width is also fill parent. Now you can see that it is occupying the whole screen. Next inside this we are going to put a label. Let's increase the font size of this to be 40 and we are going to let's change the text of this to be word. So in this label we are going to show what word the user or the children who's using this app needs to read. So for example here I can put horse or cat or any other word they need to read. But we are going to put that in the block section. So first in the designer we'll just put word. Next we are going to go to layout and from here we are going to bring in an horizontal arrangement here. Now let's put the width of this to be fill parent like this and you can see that it is occupying the whole width of the screen. Now let's go to user interface and here we are going to bring in a button. The text of the button is voice reading. Now let's make the font of this to be bold and if you want you can change the background color. I'm going to put orange. Next we are going to bring this to be at the middle. So let's go to horizontal arrangement 1 and we are going to change the align horizontal and the align vertical to be center like this. Next let's duplicate this and we are going to change the text of this to be next so that they can go to the next word. So now you can see that everything is ready but we need two more components. So let's go to media and we are going to use text to speech and speech recognizer because we need speech recognizer to find if the user is reading the word correctly. So let's bring it in. Also we need text to speech so that this app can say whether it is correct or wrong or if the user needs to try again. So let's bring in text to speech. Now let's go to the block section. So first we are going to create a variable. So let's bring in this block and the name of this variable is going to be words. And we are going to set this to be the list of words which we are going to show in this label so that the user can read it. So let me go to lists and here we are going to bring in make a list. And now we are going to put all the words in this list. So the first word is horse and now I'm going to put only 4 words. So let's go to this icon, and here we are going to bring in 4 items because we are going to put 4 words. Now let me just duplicate this, and now I can start typing all these words. Now you can see that I have typed all the 4 words. So now if you want, you can add more words and you can put how much words you want so that this app will work more good. So you can just add items for more words. Next, let's go to variables, and we are going to create another variable. So the name of this is going to be word number, and we are going to set this to be 1. So let's go to math blocks, and we are going to put 1 here because because the first word number is 1. So the first word is horse. So we are going to set this to be 1. Next, what we are going to do is when screen 1 is initializing, which means the app is loading or the app is starting, we need to show which word or the first word they need to read, the user needs to read in this label, which is label 2. So in the block section, let's go to label 2, and we are going to bring in set label 2.text2. Here let's go to lists, and let's bring in this block set select list item, list and index. So the list is going to be global words, and then the index is going to be word number. Now let me explain you how we are going to show it. So first we will set the label 2.text2. Here you can see select list item. So we will select a list item from this words list, and the index is going to be 1, which means the index is 1, so the first item, which is horse, will be selected and it will be shown in label 2. So this is how we are going to select the word, and we will show it. Next, what we are going to do is after they see what the word is, now in this case it is horse, they will click on voice reading button so that they can read it, which is button 1. So here we are going to bring in when button 1 dot click. So let's go here, and you can see the block. When the button 1 is clicked, we are going to call the speech recognizer. So we will get the text using the speech recognizer like this. Next, after this speech recognizer 1 gets the text, so let's go to speech recognizer, and here you can see after getting text. What we are going to do is we are going to find whether they read this word correctly or not. So for that we are going to use if conditions. So let's go to control, and here you can see an if condition. Now let's go to math, and here we are going to bring in an equal to operator like this. And if let's go to result, and we will get the result. So the result is whatever the user is speaking or whatever the user is reading. So if result is equal to, let's just duplicate this, select list item. So what we will do is we will select the list item. So now it is horse, and if the result, which means whatever the user is speaking, is equal to horse, then we need to say correct. But before we do that, we need to change this to be down case. So let's go to text, and here you can see upcase. Let's just bring in here, and you can see down case. You need to put this block. Next, what we are going to do is if if the result is equal to the correct word, which means the user is reading correctly, we are going to use text to speech to tell them that it is correct. So let's go to text to speech, and here you can see call text to speech 1.speak message. So the message is going to be, let's go to text, and let's bring in this block. We are going to just we are let's just put correct. Now we have done it when they read correctly. Now what if they read wrong? If they didn't read correctly, for that let's put the else condition. So here you can see else, and we are going to duplicate this block. So here what we are going to do is first the message is going to be wrong, and then we are going to tell that we are going to tell which is the correct word. So let's just put it is, and then make sure you put a space after this. Now we are going to use the join block. So let's go to text, and here you can see join. Let's bring it here, and we are going to put this here. So it will say wrong, and it will say it is, and then it needs to pronounce the correct word. So let's just duplicate this, select list item, and we are going to put it here. Now we are going to add another string here, and now let's duplicate this string, and here what we are going to do is it will say wrong, and it will say the correct word, and then it will also say you can try again. Make sure you put space at the beginning like this. Now you can see that we have finished for correct and wrong. Next, what we need to do is after they read one word correctly, they need to go to the next word by clicking on button 2 or the next button. So let's go to the block section, and here you can see button 2. So when button 2 dot click. So when the next button is clicked, what we are going to do is we are going to increment this variable. So let's bring in here and let's go to math, and we are going to bring in this addition operator. Now we will get the global word number and we are going to add 1 to this. So let's bring in this block and we are going to change this to be 1. Now let me show you what will happen. So now you can see that the word number is currently 1, and when we add 1 to it, it will become 2, so that it can show the second word. So to show the second word, what we are going to do is let's just duplicate this and we are going to put it here. So you can see that now it will select a list item from this list, but this time we are incrementing this so that it will become 2 and it will show the second, which is dog. So the same way we can do for the third word and the fourth word. So here you can see the reading practice app. So let me read this word. Horse.
Correct.
You can see that whenever I read correctly or properly, it is saying correct. Now let me go to the next word by clicking on this button. So let me read this. Dog.
Correct.
You can see that it is saying correct. Let me go to the next word. Cat.
Correct.
You can see that it is telling correct again. Now let me go to the next word. This is table, but I'm going to say train instead of table, and let's see how it is responding. Train.
Wrong. It is table. You can try again.
You can see that whenever I say a wrong word, it is saying that it is wrong. And if you want, if the user wants, he can try again by clicking on the voice reading button. It also tells how to read it properly by telling table. So this is very useful for small children to practice reading. Next, do you want to create another educational mobile app for kids? Watch this video and also watch my full course of MIT App Inventor here.